Hey guys, figured I would make a video of my top 5 favorite video games of all time, and I'm wearing my Twitch shirt today. This is from, I think, 2005 seasonal shirt that they always do in December, and I love the little logo it has here, so I figured it was suitable. I used to stream on Twitch. I think most of you subscribed to my channel know that. I stopped streaming this year in 2017 just because I sold my desktop and all I have is a MacBook now, and they're not exactly the best things for gaming, but I've been playing video games for probably 10 years, and before that I had Game Boys and everything like that, so I figured it would not be a bad idea to mention like my top, specifically PC games of all time. I have the little list on my phone. I'm gonna go through them really quickly, and maybe some of you would be interested in playing them after watching this, or can reminisce with me. Actually, list your top favorite video games that you've played in the comments. Number 1 would have to be, it's a Nexon game. It's one of the first games that got me into playing video games, and it's an MMORPG. So it's like a role-playing game. It's called Mabinogi, and you basically get to pick what server you are on. When I played, there were 3, and I was on Tarlatch, I think, server. I'm not sure, this has been a long time. It came out in, I think, 2007, and it's basically this massive world, and you play dungeons, and you have quests, and you get items, and you have a character, and you can buy pets, and like horses to get around faster, or birds, and like it's multiplayer, so you can play with all your friends, and there's like massive servers. It's just really cool, and I got to play when it was in beta, and I played after it was out of beta, and it was just so much fun. And there's people that I've met on that game that I still talk to now, which is like the coolest thing ever, and I loved it. I tried to get back on it and like play just for fun, but I couldn't find my Nexon like login. Like, I know the login information, but I don't know the login information for the email that I used, because I was like in middle school and I used like some random email, so I can't access it and play it. Anyway, number 2 of my all-time favorites would have to be League of Legends, and that's a game I still play today. My username is HeyMidi, which is also like the banner of this channel, and I've been playing that since season 3. I think it's season, I don't know what season it is now, like 7 or 6. It's been a while. My friend told me about the game back in 2012 when I was in high school, when it was like brand new, but I didn't actually play it. It's a MOBA, so it's not exactly the easiest to learn how to play. It's not really straightforward. You have to learn the mechanics, and there's so many champions that you have to learn that have different play styles, and it's very frustrating at first. And I will say I have uninstalled that game at least 3 or 4 times, if not more, just when I started learning. But I will say now, like, it's fun to play, and it definitely requires skill, and I think that's like what I like about it now. I have tried playing Dota 2, which is another MOBA, and I didn't find that as fun, but probably because I just don't know as many people that play it. But yeah, League of Legends, you have an account, and there's a huge amount of champions that you can play, but you have to have enough points, and you have to get to level 30 before you can actually play ranked games. So it's a completely different kind of game, but it's really cool, and it's generally 5v5 on a map, and I don't know how to best explain this, but there's other ones too. There's like ARAM, which is just like one team of 5 versus one team of 5, but there's not different positions. And there's also like 3v3s, which is another map. I definitely recommend checking it out. It's one of the most played games of all time, and it's definitely accessible to any PC or even Mac user, because I used to play, when I first started playing, I played on my iMac, and I was fine playing it. So there's that. Third game would be CSGO, which is Counter-Strike Global Offensive, which is the second version of Source, which is the one that came before it. It's a Steam game. The other two are not. Like, Mabi is a Nexon game. League of Legends is, oh my god, what's it called? Is a Riot Games game. But yeah, so CSGO is created by Valve, and It was developed by Hidden Path Entertainment, and it's a first-person shooter game, so FPS. but it's multiplayer and it is like 2 teams versus each other, and there's tons of different maps. It's way more straightforward, but there is a lot of skill involved just in terms of precision shooting and the different types of guns that are available to you. I have like 400 hours on this game, and it is one of like the best rated games. It did come out in fall of 2012, so it's kind of old now, but it's still really popular. And I don't like playing casual Counter-Strike. I just like ranked competitive. I feel like it's the only way that people take the game seriously, and yeah, it is fun to play with friends. I don't know if I like playing with randoms because it can get kind of like tilting, and if players on your team aren't very good, or like you can get picked on if you're not very good at the game either, so there's that to it. But I did find it really fun. It's definitely in my top 5 just because it's I think it's just a great game. If you like first person shooters, you'll definitely love this game. And then so my number 4 would have to be an oldie but a goodie, Minecraft. It's probably one of like the most commonly played games of all time. I don't even know how to explain it, but my story with Minecraft is a little different than most people. Instead of actually building things and playing the game the way it's supposed to be played, what I did is I just played MineZ, which is like Minecraft version of DayZ, which is like an apocalyptic survival game, but it's on Minecraft, so you're just your little Minecraft person, and then there's like zombies that are chasing after you and you're trying to survive. I would just play that on Minecraft. You have to own the game to play MineZ, but it's like, anyway, that's what I would play. I didn't actually spend that much time like building things. I was super impatient, and I did not like dying, and I didn't like having to eat food and go hungry, so I wasn't that great at playing MineZ either. But it is fun to play with friends, and I do remember spending so much time like during summers playing that game. And it was also really cheap when I think it was a few dollars when I bought it back in early high school or middle high school, which is like around 2010, 2011. But yeah, that's definitely a fun game, and it's really inexpensive compared to Counter-Strike. League of Legends is free to play, so is MapNOG. So those are 2. I generally like to play free-to-play games, but then again, there's always that addition like cost to like have it more enjoyable. You have to buy certain items to make the game easier for you, and that's definitely true of a lot of Nexon games. But League of Legends is definitely not the case. The only thing you can buy really are like skins, and that doesn't help you like play better or anything. It just like I guess it makes the experience more enjoyable for you. So my last mention game is relatively new. I haven't played a ton of it, but it is really fun, and I figured I might as well mention like a newer game, and that's Overwatch. It's created by Blizzard, and it's kind of like a first-person shooter, but the graphics are amazing. I have some video clips on this channel playing it, as well as League of Legends and CSGO 2 as well. So yeah, there's a lot of champions, so it's kind of similar to League. I would guess I would call it like a combination of League with lots of variants and champions, and like how it's team-based, similar to Counter-Strike, and the fact that it's like a first-person shooter. But there are also like healers and other characters like that. So, and it's really pretty. It's very, very fast-paced. So out of any game I'm mentioning, that is the most fast-paced. Then second would have to be Counter-Strike, and then I would say League of Legends and Minecraft are kind of tied. And then the slowest would be any like MMORPG, which would be like, for my suggestion was MapNOG. Also Vindictus is a really good game by Nexon that I enjoyed a lot, and that's like my honorable mention. But yeah, those would be my top 5. I hope some of you agree with me on those games. I do really like playing video games. I just haven't gotten to recently, and I've just sort of catered more to just watching YouTube videos in my free time. But if there's any new games that you want to recommend, please mention them below. And if there's any games you want me to record playing, also mention that, because I kind of want to do that. There's a lot of simulator games that look really fun to have people that I've like seen of people playing and recording themselves and their reactions, and those are hilarious. So if you want me to film any of those, just let me know.